Where is the Soul Stone in Avengers Infinity War? Now that we have seen Black Panther officially, the Soul Stone did not show up in that movie. So is it not in Wakanda anymore? Is it going to be somewhere else? Or could somebody else have it within Avengers Infinity War? We're going to be talking about this today in this video. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts on the Soul Stone, where it will be in Avengers Infinity War, make sure you guys definitely stay tuned. How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh, and if you guys like the Soul Stone, Avengers Infinity War, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, definitely consider subscribing to Webhead and turning on that notification bell so you guys are updated whenever I come out with a new MCU or Avengers Infinity War video. I have plenty coming out on my channel and some already out on my channel if you guys want to check those out. So definitely stick around for that, but also make sure you guys definitely smash that like button if you guys like this video. Of course, definitely comment your theories down below. Where do you guys think the Soul Stone will be in Avengers Infinity War? I want to hear all of your opinions on this, so definitely comment below so you guys can tell me your theories. But with all that out of the way, let's get into the video, Webheads. So there have been multiple places that really have been rumored to have the Soul Stone in Avengers Infinity War. There's definitely been multiple places that kind of showed where the Soul Stone could potentially be, and it's the last Infinity Stone that has yet to be revealed in the MCU thus far. So I personally have my own theory on where I think it's going to be, but I'm going to run down the places where it actually could be and where most people are kind of theorizing where it actually will be in the movie. So the first one basically is Heimdall. Of course, this was the first theory to really come out because of course you have Heimdall. He is that H basically where that would fit into the Thanos Infinity Stone theory, and also he basically can see any soul throughout the entire universe. That was shown in the first Thor movie. So of course that basically would put him as potential person to actually have the Soul Stone. And say if Odin really had it, that definitely would make sense that Odin would basically trust Heimdall with the Soul Stone, because Heimdall is a very loyal character. You can see that throughout all three of the Thor movies, especially Thor Ragnarok, where he definitely could have turned on all of Asgard, but he didn't in the end of it. So it definitely makes sense that he could potentially have the Soul Stone. And also if you look at Thor the Dark World armor that he has on, you can definitely see that in his chest it kind of looks like he has an Ord's gem in there, and it kind of looks like that actually might be the Soul Stone. But of course when you look at Thor Ragnarok and all that, he doesn't have it anywhere around. But the thing is also, he is still alive after the events of Thor Ragnarok. So could he potentially have it? Definitely is possible. I personally don't think it's going to happen at all. I think he's going to die on that Asgardian ship along with all the other Asgardians except for probably Thor and Loki and the Hulk and probably Korg and Valkyrie. They're probably all going to survive. I think Heimdall is actually going to give up his life to save a lot of Asgardians. But of course in the end, Thanos and the Black Order are probably going to kill him. So I personally do not favor that theory. I never really did. I never really thought he was going to have the Soul Stone. I think they would have revealed that already. So I don't think he has the Soul Stone at all. I think it's going to be with something else. Now number two, at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, there was one post-credit scene among the 5 that we actually got throughout that entire movie, and one was definitely showing that Adam Warlock's cocoon was actually in the MCU. Adam Warlock was actually going to be introduced into the MCU, and if you look at the top of the cocoon, you can definitely see that there's a giant light there, and basically that definitely could potentially be the Soul Stone. Now of course I think this makes a little bit more sense that Adam Warlock has the Soul Stone than Heimdall does, because if you look in the comic books, Adam Warlock actually does have the Soul Stone in his forehead. He is the keeper of the Soul Stone, and Thanos actually has to take it from him in the Thanos Quest storyline in order for him to get it in the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. So it definitely would make sense on that level. Also, Adam Warlock is a huge part of the Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, Infinity Crusade. There's a bunch of Infinity Gauntlet storylines within the comic books, and Adam Warlock is a huge part of all of them. He actually wore the Infinity Gauntlet at one point in the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. So it definitely could potentially be him, and I think he actually would be a great candidate for it. But unfortunately, Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, basically came out and he actually said that Adam Warlock was not going to be in Avengers Infinity War or Avengers 4. So I personally don't think that he actually is going to be having the Soul Stone in those movies, because he basically is not going to show up in them, according to Kevin Feige. But of course, Kevin Feige definitely could be lying at some point, but I personally think that that actually is not going to happen at all. I don't think it would make sense, and I think they're going to save Adam Warlock for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I think they need a little more character development with that character because he's a crucial character for the Marvel Universe, and I think they need to bring him in the right way. If he did get introduced into Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I could see that he's definitely going to have the Soul Stone, but I think they're going to do it a different way that doesn't involve him because he's such a big character, and I don't think they're going to have the time in Avengers Infinity War or Avengers 4 for really introducing introducing him into the MCU and having him have the Soul Stone. And the last potential place or person to actually have the Soul Stone is Wakanda. Now I know what a lot of you guys are thinking after seeing the Black Panther movie. There's no way that the Soul Stone's in there. The Soul Stone was not even mentioned in Wakanda. It's not gonna happen at all. And I have to agree with most of you. When I came out of Black Panther, I was like, all right, well, the Soul Stone obviously isn't there. But then I really got to thinking about it, and I really wondered why vibranium would actually bring about a plant and give the Black Panther like superhuman strength, agility, and senses. Why would that actually happen? And then why was Black Panther able to go to the spiritual plane within that movie, just being covered by some dirt and then being given the heart-shaped herb in that movie? That didn't really make sense to me. I don't think vibranium's ever been like that in the comic books. So personally, I think that was a little far-fetched for that, and I actually think that in the Wakandan vibranium mountain, there's actually going to be the Soul Stone. I do think that it actually is going to be in there because, once again, I bring up the argument of basically, why are the Outriders in Wakanda and battling all the Avengers and all the Wakandans in Wakanda? That doesn't really make sense if there's not going to be an Infinity Stone in there. And Vision is probably the reason why a lot of you guys probably are thinking that the Outriders are coming to Wakanda, and that's why Thanos is basically wanting an attack on Wakanda, putting all of his Outrider forces there. And that definitely would make sense if he had the Mind Stone. But then if you can see in this image right here that came out of the Super Bowl spot, and it definitely looks like they're all in Wakanda, Vision doesn't have the Infinity Stone in his head. Clearly, he does not have the Infinity Stone. You'd be seeing a yellow light at the top of his forehead, and he definitely doesn't have that within his forehead. So I'm thinking that he actually got that taken away before by the Black Order, specifically Corvus Glaive. I think Corvus Glaive already has the Mind Stone, already took it away from him, and now Thanos is sending the Outriders to Wakanda to take the Soul Stone from Black Panther and all of Wakanda. I think that makes the most sense for where the Soul Stone is right now, and I don't see it really popping up anywhere else. And if we look at this Lego set, actually you can see that the Soul Stone is in this Lego set alongside the Hulkbuster and Falcon and Proximia Midnight. And if you can kind of see in the background, it looks like they're actually in Wakanda. And then if you see Falcon and the Hulkbuster in the original Avengers Infinity War trailers, you can definitely see that they were actually in Wakanda together. So it just makes sense that the Soul Stone is actually going to be in Wakanda, and it would make sense that all the Wakandans are going to come out of Wakanda and fight all these Outriders and sacrifice so many of their people to actually fight to save Wakanda. So it just makes sense on all fronts that the Soul Stone still is going to be in Wakanda. I think it still makes sense, and it would definitely make sense for the Black Panther movie that T'Challa and Killmonger were able to get their abilities in that movie, and also how they were able to go to the spiritual plane within the movie. So it just makes sense on all fronts, and I think it's definitely the best option for where the Soul Stone is going to be, and I think it makes the most logical sense. But guys, what do you think about this in the comments below? Let me know your theories. Where do you guys think the Soul Stone will actually end up in Avengers Infinity War? I want to hear all of your opinions on this. Make sure you guys definitely smash the like button if you guys like this video. Of course, definitely consider subscribing if you guys like the MCU and the Avengers Infinity War movie going forward. I definitely have plenty of videos coming out about it. Also, turn on that notification bell so you guys get notified of whenever I come up with a new video on that stuff. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye. Alrighty, Webheads, if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, definitely consider subscribing right over here to Webhead. So if you guys get all my new theories on the MCU and Avengers Infinity War going forward, I have plenty of videos coming out about that. Definitely turn on that notification bell, and definitely check out my social media links in the description below so you guys can follow me on various social media networks. And last but not least, definitely check out the 2 videos below me. I think you guys would really, really enjoy. But thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye.